Welcome to the show that signifies the weekend. Boom. It says the weekend is here, and it's not just any weekend. World Cup weekend. We got World Cup fever today. USA all day versus Turkey. And we hope you guys are enjoying it. We hope you enjoy Overpromised. This is our bonus pod, Covino and Rich, episode 145. We're on Fox Sports Radio Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 on the West, 5 to 7 on the East. And on 4th of July week, we're actually filling in for Dan Patrick, so make a mental note on the first, second, and third.
Patrick, hat trick. You're like Ronaldo or Messi trying to go for that hat trick.
Ronaldo got the brace. Yeah, we got the hat trick. We're the Messis of Fox Sports Radio, and we're gonna have a fun show today. Who might be ass?
By the way, before we get into who might be ass and World Cup fever and aliens, you posed a question to me earlier on our Patreon.
Yeah,
Lionel Messi. Is he by far the most famous Lionel?
James Corden was debating this, and he said Lionel Richie. And even though he's a legend, and I wish him good health because he was taken off a stage, he was dizzy, dancing on the ceiling.
Well, that's what happens.
I mean, maybe the blood rushed to his head. I don't know. But we wish him the best. That dude is a legend in music, but worldwide superstar? Messi still doing it. Especially right now. He's the guy.
And he had a birthday this week. He's almost 40.
Yeah, so it's Messi, and if Instagram numbers count and matter, these superstars are living in the world of soccer.
He would tell you,
not American Idol.
He would tell you, look at Commodores and Lionel Richie album sold, and maybe you change your mind. I don't know.
Lionel Richie is a music legend. There's no doubt. Can't take it away. He's great. Messi is a worldwide phenomenon.
Is it safe to say whoever's third is a far third below those two? What about from Thundercats? Lionel. Or is that Lion-O?
It's Lion-O, but yeah. Shout out to the hoes. I think your only argument here is that he goes by Messi, and he doesn't own the Lionel the way Lionel Richie owns
Lionel.
It. Right.
Or as Michael Jackson called him, Lionel.
So, speaking of World Cup and Messi, let's get right into it, because even though we're not the biggest soccer fans, we're pretty pumped about it, and the games have been great. Undeniable.
I felt myself, never thought I'd be rooting for Ghana the other day. Here we are going, come on, Ghana.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And it seems like the World Cup is healing the world.
Heal the world.
On the anniversary. We're doing this on Thursday. Today's the anniversary of when Michael Jackson died.
I know.
For you and for me and the entire human race, there are...
The only cool part about that song, people dying, is that I kissed a girl for the first time with that song in the background.
Really?
Only cool thing about that song.
Was that song about soccer? Because soccer is healing the world right now. It's bringing people together, and we saw it with the New York Knicks in New York. What was cool about the parade and the celebrations and their run was that it seemed like New York itself needed it, and people were high-fiving and smiling and coming together as one, as New Yorkers, watching the Knicks do their thing, proving that sports brings people together. But on a bigger scale, on a global scale, the World Cup might be healing the world.
We talked, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, on Overpromised, how our international friends, the travelers and foreigners that have come here, the fascination with big gulps and Taco Bell and fried chicken and the Waffle House. It started with that.
How you say moons over Miami? Yes.
Tutti fresh and fruity.
Make it two.
First we went over that. But now it's time to talk about the power in numbers.
Okay.
A lot of these international friends of ours are taking over stadiums. I'm a big Mets fan, and there's nothing to be rooting for. But did you see Norway in the outfield? They were rowing all at once.
Is that a Disney movie?
Yo, how cool is this shit?
It's insane. It really is bad. That's the most excitement Citi Field has seen ever.
In 2 years.
Look at that. Mr. Met has something to cheer about.
Yeah.
Honestly, you gotta love the international fanfare and the hooligans that come out that support soccer. It's very cool.
I love it.
And that's one thing. Look, we have a lot of things that we take for granted that we're noticing and experiencing, things that make America great. But one thing we are not good at is that type of fandom. Like, not in that way. Right? The international pride.
People have talked about going to see baseball games in Japan or Korea.
Yeah.
And it's a different vibe.
It is.
International soccer. I feel like tailgating for football is our thing.
They have different I don't want to say rituals. What's the word I'm looking for?
It is like a ritualistic stuff at stadiums.
It's just wild to see. And that's the one thing we miss. So it's so cool to have it here. But yeah, it seems like Norway took over Citi Field.
Yeah, you know what shit was cool too? The Scottish move over Rowdy Piper. There have been chants in the stadiums, sing-alongs, bagpipes in the streets. First they took over Fenway. Then they went to Miami. Look at this. Like, we're talking about the ability to all join up together and take over a city.
I love that.
All right, walk through that.
I love that cultures are being represented. America has been a great host.
Yeah, Spot, if you want to fast forward this a little bit, it's a long clip, but they start marching.
But Rich is right. Not only taking over the streets, but Fenway and Miami. And the big story was how they're just drinking crazy amounts.
Coming down the aisle. Don't you feel like you need to say, Rowdy Piper?
And it's wild, too, because Bostonians can drink. But the fact that they're, like, running out of Sam Adams to keep up with the Scottish fans, that was the story.
Yeah. Well, they took over the streets. They took over Fenway. They took over Miami. There's so many fun clips posted on social media where you're like, it is cool that they're going to go back to Norway, to Scotland, to anywhere.
With tons of stories.
With great stories. You know, I'm a huge Proclaimers fan. Remember when they all sang 500 Miles at Fenway?
Did you have FOMO?
Still singing from the break. The song's been over for minutes.
Much like Roddy Piper, what's also cool about it is just how rowdy they get.
Yeah.
I love the chants. I love the rowdy. I love the fun. I love the fact that the World Cup is healing the world, bringing the world together. And, you know, it's crazy. We're out here in Los Angeles. If you're new to Covino and Rich, we're from the East Coast, New Jersey, Long Island. We're here in Los Angeles, but we might as well be in Mexico. Dude. I mean, even I was rocking my jersey, but it seems like everybody's rocking their jersey, and Mexicans are taking over the streets of not only L.A., California.
We're back with breaking news. Crowds getting a little out of control now as fans celebrate Mexico's big World Cup win tonight in Santa Ana.
Right, SkyCal made it to Santa
Get a little
Ana.
out of control.
And
by the way, that clip right there, and by the way, they had good old-fashioned fun and celebrations and fiestas, but there was oceans of watch parties.
Yeah. Look at that truck right there.
Green jerseys everywhere for South Korea, over Czechia just this week. Ochoa celebrations, like they've been going wild, and everywhere we go, every store, every supermarket, every little stroll we take to work, you can't not see someone representing the Mexican colors or rocking the jersey. Yeah. So it's been wild. Mexicans taking over LA. I mean, we're practically in Mexico, but it's wild to see, and it's fun to see. We are the melting pot. So, hey, represent your culture and welcome. And it's really cool to see soccer in the World Cup not only delivering as far as competition and fun, but bringing people together.
You realize
cultures together.
What I think is cool as far as the games themselves, a lot of the big-time favorites are not winning by a lot. A
lot of these African teams are really competing well. And then speaking of takeovers.
No. Did you see one more? Japanese folks enjoying Texas for the first time?
Oh, yeah.
America, Texas.
Texas is good. Everything is big.
Yeah, so are the S's.
Texas is good. Everything is big.
Everything is big.
The big viral funny clip is them enjoying Texas barbecue.
Brisket for the first time. So I just love listen, I know it's the World Cup. I get it. But watching the world come together and learn more about each other.
It's different, though, because it's here in our backyard.
Yeah,
and it's fun to see that they're enjoying the things we take for granted.
Bite. First bite, man. That's your first ever bite of Texas barbecue. What do you think?
And by the way, it changes the world's perception on what Americans are all about. So I find it to be very important because people have a certain idea of what we're about.
And the reality is,
I think that's changing a little bit.
I think world politics and politics interfere with people really just having a good impression of us sometimes.
And overseas, there was a big concern that we weren't prepared enough. Like, why aren't we taking it serious? Do we have the infrastructure for a World Cup? And for a lot of Europeans, they're now noticing it's laughable. Like, we have college stadiums built for this type of stuff.
And that's another thing.
We're like overly prepared to be great hosts.
The rest of the world is like, wait, their colleges celebrate like this? So, yeah, it's pretty wild.
So there's a different sort of love and understanding of what we're all about, because we welcome all the cultures and they're having a great time. But there's a lot of cultures taking over our cities. But the ultimate takeover might involve people from other planets. Or beings. I'm sorry, beings?
Yeah.
From other planets?
I just want everyone to really enjoy what's going on with the World Cup, because as of tonight, a psychic on social media.
It's Thursday here if you're watching in the future.
This psychic on social media, Brazilian psychic with over 24 million followers, has predicted a mass alien invasion during Brazil-Scotland tonight at the World Cup. So I'm just letting you know, maybe prepare a little bit.
We're here for the big game.
Invadindo o campo de futebol em Miami.
She looks sad. In Miami?
Eu vi a cena dos jogadores nitidamente sendo carregado pela primeira nave que chegava. Eu estava dentro dessa nave.
She pictures them being carried off in a ship.
Chegava a nave.
Like they carried off my dad that one time?
Yeah.
Spot, you got that picture of my dad being carried off by a spaceship? But can you imagine? You know, we're laughing about it now.
Yeah.
Imagine something starts hovering over. Oh, we're here. we're here for the brisket. Wait, where are they going? Miami?
It's Brazil. There's your dad.
No, see, anything can happen, man.
Brazil is
That's a real picture.
Brazil is must watch. Maybe they just want to watch a good game.
We're here to see we've heard about the booties.
We won the ticket lottery. We're here.
Where are the butt lifts? We're here for them.
Brazil.
Soccer and booties. Who knows, man? This is wild. So, look, we saw the Norway fans take over, the Scots take over, the Mexicans taking over. Aliens could be taking over next. Bringing the universe, not only bringing the world together, bringing the universe together. How's that for the World Cup?
Look at that. Now, speaking of butt lifts and booties, let's talk ass, but not good ass. Every week we do a feature on this show called Might Be Ass.
Might Be Ass.
I want to take away the might and the be.
Just ass.
Ass.
Welcome to a segment we call ass.
They are just ass. And I'm talking about my New York Mets.
You know how I know they're ass? Because you don't even talk about them.
What's the talk about? The embarrassment? I'll talk about them now. There was arguably. Now,
you gave up watching, though. I know it. And I don't blame you because they're so terrible.
Well, it's hard to watch. You turn it on for a few minutes. The Mets made 6 errors yesterday. You saw that?
Every infield position had an error.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. That's Little League shit.
You're not throwing the remote on the couch and walking away?
That's worse than Little League shit. Yeah, that's horrible.
So, the worst moment, I know you could say, Rich, prisoner of the moment, bro. I don't think I am when I say the following statement.
Okay.
What I saw at the Mets game yesterday might have been the lowest point in Mets franchise history. And I say that confidently. That every team, whether you're a Yankees fan, Cubs fans, Dodgers fans, Padres, Blue Jays, whatever your team is, you could probably pinpoint like, yo, that was the shittiest moment or time. I thought it might have been a couple years ago. Remember Javi Baez? They all started doing the thumbs down at the fans, and it's like, that's embarrassing. Or maybe 1962, their inaugural season when they won 40 games. But that was expected.
That's understandable, yeah.
When you have the highest payroll in baseball, practically.
And you got superstars on the team.
You're expected to try to compete with the Dodgers and the Yankees and the elite of Major League Baseball. And you're in last place in an embarrassment. There was a moment that I think defines the worst moment in Mets history.
Well, they say when it rains, it pours, right?
Yeah.
The one thing that you could be happy about is the fact that Juan Soto is having a season that's going under the radar. He's got good numbers.
Oh, you mean the guy that just got banged up and he's on the IL?
And then he goes on the IL. But you know what? He's quietly putting up big numbers because it's like they're like selfish sort of stats. Like it's not really impacting the team at all.
He's just good.
They still stink and he's putting up big numbers, but now
amazing.
He's hurt. So there's nothing to cheer about.
There was a moment at the Mets game last night that must be documented as the worst moment ever. So let me take you back, Mets history. Remember a couple years ago when the Mets went on a run? They were actually really fun, exciting. Lindor and Grimace and, all that stuff. When the Mets went on that run and they fell short when they lost to the Dodgers.
Oh, my God.
That was like the, oh, my God, Grimace, fun Mets.
They were
electric.
So contagious and electric and fun. Absolutely. a likable team.
If you remember,
It was like a hugely successful season, even though they didn't win.
Yeah, it was like the most exciting Mets season maybe in 25 years.
Yeah.
If you remember, the Mets were down to their final strike, and Pete Alonso hit a 3-run home run in the wild card series to
Against
right
the
field
untouchable Devin Williams.
against the so get this. So the Mets continue their miraculous playoff run. 2 outs, last inning, Pete Alonso home run off of Devin Williams. Fast forward, the Mets just throw fucking Pete Alonso away like he's worthless. Meanwhile, he's having a good season. He's on pace for 40 home runs.
It was such a Mets thing to do. They didn't keep Pete Alonso. They kept the guy that led up the home run to Pete Alonso.
So they go out and get Devin Williams.
Yeah.
But let Pete Alonso go.
Right.
And last night, Devin Williams, who's been struggling, takes the mound, and listen to the crowd last night at Citi Field. This is Pete Alonso while Devin Williams is on the mound. They're cheering against their guy.
Again, at Citi Field. 2-1. That is so sad and so embarrassing and so wrong and understandable, too, on so many levels. Because, again, Devin Williams is the guy that led up the home run to Pete Alonso. He's the reason they don't have Pete Alonso. And he's also, like, when it comes to body language, he's so terrible to watch as a Yankees fan. I wish him the best. I really do. But he's also the guy they lifted the facial hair ban for.
Yeah.
Like, Yankees changed their policy
For that idiot.
for that guy, and he just under-delivers or can't handle the heat of New York, or he's going through something. Look, we wish him the best. He's a young and talented player. But ever since Pete Alonso hit that home run off him when he played in Milwaukee,
He's broken.
He's never been the same. And now he has his own fans rubbing that in his face.
So say
that
Pete Alonso?
That might be the lowest point.
And by the way, I'm not an idiot. I feel bad saying that. He just stinks.
He's having a bad go at it.
Yeah.
No one's rooting against him. We know what he's capable of. And can I say the most cliche thing that every girl said to you probably during the breakup or whatever? Can only go up from here. That's the only positive.
I guess
Like
it could,
when
yeah.
you hit rock bottom, as Eminem would say, rock bottom. When you hit rock bottom, you can only go up from here. Can you get any worse than your own fans taunting you?
Last place, fans taunting.
Your stars gal.
Yeah,
Honestly, and we all have low points in life, whether it be personal, professionally, our teams. You only can go up from here, and there's truth to that. Sometimes life pulls you back so that it could shoot you forward. And, dude, I mean, my lowest point after divorce, you know, actually, we've taken a few bumps along the way. I mean, everybody does. It's a part of life. Dude, after divorce, I lived on my little sister's couch.
Yeah, I remember you lived out of like plastic bags.
I lived on my sister's couch for 6 months. I lived in your spare bedroom for another 6 months.
He was like an old supermarket lady carrying around Ralph's bags.
Then I lived in my sister's apartment.
Oh.
She got a different apartment so I could live in her spare bedroom like the mutant family member.
Yeah, that's Uncle Steve. Don't talk to him.
You know, like you ever go to someone's house and they have a mutant family member that lives in like the spare room?
Yeah.
I was that guy for another year.
Oh, so we all know, yeah. I remember you saying
while being in debt and dealing with lawyers and going through divorce. And I'm not the only guy, right?
Yeah.
People go through that. It's your lowest point. But then again, Rich and I lost like back-to-back jobs at one point.
Everything works
Right?
out. But you know what?
always come back, and that's the positive I want everyone to leave on, especially your Mets, because this is bad.
You said it a minute ago, but that analogy of an arrow needs to be pulled back for it to shoot forward.
And it's the truth. Yeah. So, hey, look out. The Mets, they got all the talent in the world.
You know,
but right now, oh my God, it's as ugly as it could be.
You know the only thing or person I root for that wins? Joey Chestnut.
True.
Going for number 18.
By the way, he's going to be on our show when we fill in for Dan Patrick.
On Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, July 3rd. We'll talk to him the day before he goes for number 18.
Dude's just a winner. Even when someone tried to interrupt his victory, remember that?
He gave him a headlock.
Broke his neck and threw him on the ground.
I think that's exactly what happened. On that same weekend, though, 4th of July weekend, they're saying it's official. The permits have been filed. Guardrails are being put up. There's something going down at Madison Square Garden, and they're saying that's confirmation that it's the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce wedding. And I don't know if you saw at Tight End University, George Kittle, my dude from the Niners, said, they said no gifts whatsoever. Now,
what do you think? You're better than me? When people say in lieu of gifts, I automatically think, what do you think you're better than me? You don't want my gift? You think you're better than me? In lieu. Who says in lieu in real life?
In lieu of gifts, donate. Nah. I mean, it's a nice gesture.
I mean, then again, we're talking a billionaire and a superstar NFL millionaire.
However, I would never say in lieu of gifts. I just say, don't bring my kid toys. We don't need more. Like, if it's my kid's birthday party, I know you want to bring a gift, but I just don't want more shit in the house. Here's the thing. Kittle and Kelce at Tight End University as they get ready for the Taylor Swift wedding.
Mm-hmm.
No gifts. Can we talk about regular people like you and I?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to a wedding, I want to make this very clear.
Okay.
No one wants anything but cash. If you were getting married,
or is that the East Coast side of what we?
I think
because maybe there's a lot of people throughout the country that want like a Ninja ice cream maker or like an air fryer or something.
No, people want one thing and one thing only: cash. And the rule is this: assess how much you think the wedding costs, and they say, as the phrase goes, cover your plate. If you think it's probably $150 a person, whatever, I don't know, as a couple, give $300, $400, $500, whatever you could afford. But don't be like, you know what I think they could use? Oh, some new knives.
Slap chop.
They don't want that shit. Anyone that gets married, I want to let you know today, cash is... I remember people saying, hey, where are you registered? And I said, Chase Bank.
So wait, are you stealing a line from my dad? Cash is king. Cash is king, dude? Cash money. Hold on, though. I have to like pull a little like new rule here, though. Because as dads, right, we're dads, too. I've noticed that every birthday that comes along, with shrinkflation and all, prices have gone up. So you get a little tiny piece of birthday cake. You don't even get a loot bag anymore. And you got to give at least $50. Like the going rate used to be like $25, $20. Now it's $50 minimum.
I think I agree with you.
And if it's at an event,
well, it's 50. Then it's 50 for sure.
Or like, my daughter's a teenager, so if it's a sweet 16,
that's $100.
You're like at least at $100 now.
Yeah, but I think if you go to a kid's birthday party, if you drop your little kid off at like some Chuck E. Cheese thing, I do think you're right. I think the going rate now is like $50.
If you drop them off at their backyard, it's $50. What are you getting for $20? Right? So based on the rule, I'm saying you almost have to double your wedding. Like you said, $100 a plate.
$200
in the year 2000.
Oh boy, maybe you're right.
See what I'm saying?
$500 a couple. Geez, guys, get to work.
I think we might have to be. It might be $150, $200 a plate.
Oh boy.
Just to cover your expense. But Rich is right. You go into a wedding, cash.
We'll see you guys later. Enjoy your World Cup tonight. Hey, enjoy the alien invasion if that happens. If not, we'll see you back here tomorrow on Fox Sports Radio. Until then, have a great Thursday. Go USA!
Yeah, USA all day!
Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land. Let's go.
Goodbye. Later, guys.